Douglas, hey dude, 3-note 7th chords without a 5th. That's the main thing we worked out on today. Okay, that's a D major 7. Let's make it a dominant 7 and a minor 7. Then try to play a diatonic series: major, minor, minor, major, dominant, minor, minor. Since we're not playing fifths, don't have to change the diminished chords. And so you can do that in any of the 4 string combinations. So you can do that in A major, D major. Here it starts to shift. You have a stretch, but it's a cool voicing. Guitar players love those voicings. And then here it's cool too, and it's the least stretchy, which is kind of nice. Wait, what am I doing wrong? It's getting a little high up there. So try to run diatonic series with all 4 string groups, major and minor, and see if any creative ideas come up for you. And then we did a little bit of work just letting escape tones happen. So take a D major 7 and let the root escape downward. You can take it as far as you want, obviously. Do the same thing on a minor, or even a dominant. That gets a little dicey. Those don't sound as good. What really sounds good is to let the high 7th escape downward to the 5th. And that sounds good with the minor as well. As you pointed out, like a Bond kind of sound. Do that with all 4 string groups and just experiment. Let the root escape up or downward, let the 5th escape. Okay, then we talked a little bit about your diatonic series. I reminded you how they go in the major. And we talked about how, say this is your 1 E, that you want to sort of build the progression out in reverse. So 1, 5, 1. Then you can do 2, 5, 1, 2, 5. Now 6, 2, 5, 1, 6, 2. And then finally 3, 6, 2. Without a resolution. 3, 6, and then eventually same thing in the open position. 1, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, 3, 6, 2, 5, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. We talked about September, which has qualities like that. So September is ostensibly an A, but never really gives you the A. Even when you get the A bass, you get a G over A. And the progression here goes 2, 5, 3, 6, 2, 5. 21st of September. And eventually goes away. Oh, I screwed that up. Very cool example of an unresolved 7th chord progression. And then we sort of transformed this into a minor key. So we said 1 minor, 4 minor, 5, 7 dominant, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, or 5, 1. And you could give it the same treatment of the backwards build of a 1-5-1, a 2-5-1, 6-2-5-1, etc. And you could also start it from here. 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. And you mentioned that you like this one better because it sounds like certain songs. It kind of sounds like I've lost everything to you. You say you want to start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving. It also kind of sounds like strumming my pain with his finger, singing my life with his words. This is where it gets interrupted. It doesn't really go to this. It goes back to 1, killing me softly with his song. Softly with his song. What does it do? Kill me softly. I don't remember that chord progression. That's it, I think. Yeah, dude, that's it. All right. I wanted to just revisit the 7th chord thing briefly. So here's your A7. We talked about the major pentatonic notes you could add to it, or the minor pentatonic, and how the 7th chord as a foundation with all those notes added give you the kind of bluesy sounding 7th chords, and the minor notes will kind of sting it, and then the major key notes will be a little sweeter. And then we talk about the altered version of this chord, where every note can be raised half a step. So you still have your dominant 7th, but you have this kind of thing. We talked about the heart of this difference is a flat 9 arpeggio, or a natural 9th arpeggio. So that there's an A9 and an A flat 9.